Hey everyone, welcome back to DXB Crypto. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having a fantastic weekend. So I've made a controversial statement a few days ago saying that hold on to your stable coins and don't just buy yet. And I was absolutely right about that. So in terms of some of the prices, you can see here, I'm looking at the price of SUI. It's dipping back. Could SUI come back to a dollar 50% range? Possibly. Very good buying opportunity, not financial advice. But guys, I want to talk to you about the market in general. What do we do next, right? Nobody knows, but we obviously we have a go in trying to justify where things are right now. So the first thing I would say is, in terms of the overall market conditions, things seem a lot better than they were a week ago. I think we would all agree that things are now looking very, very positive. And if you see here, September, which is, everybody's been told September is the worst month. If you look at last September over here, 2023, we finished the year by plus 4%. I mean, the month. And right now we're at 1.4% with still, a bit of the monthly returns left to come in. Could we see a red September? What I mean by that, could we actually see a price drop after the rate hikes? That's what I've been telling everybody to get ready for. I still remain convinced that there will be a surprise. Not negatively, guys. I've got tons of bullish news for you, so do not get upset about what I'm telling you. I'm just trying to save you money. If you got $1,000, put 500. Put 25% in now. 25% in midweek if you think that you're going to have the FOMO feeling, and then 50% after the rate cut, because rockets just don't go off. You've got to play strategically, and I think there will be sell-off into the rate cuts, and then we'll have a cooler month. If not, I mean, by looking at this data right now, September looks good, so I remain to be positive. But has that stopped me from accumulating projects? Absolutely not. You can see here I've put in a $15,000 order. There you go, for SUI, because I don't think the way we buy crypto now is, people don't actually, they go all in, don't keep any dry powder behind, and then they complain that the prices is dropped. So I'm telling you now, with my stable coin reserves, I can afford to do that. I can afford to put that money in, wait for a little bit, put another 5K in. I'm just telling you exactly what I do. So not financial advice, but you've got to sometimes put your money where your mouth is. And I'm buying right now. My group knows I'm buying, and I have no regrets in what I'm buying, because I know the psychological value in terms of market cap of the projects. Of course, the dollar value is important, but I focus more on the market cap now in terms of the potential opportunity for that project to do really well. And that way you can give yourself a good opportunity cost and buy better. It's all about buying better. That's just the name of the game. We know, look, everything that goes up comes down, goes up comes down. We don't go up in a linear straight line to the moon. So let me give you a quick update on what altcoins that I'm tracking. Of course, Kaspa being my biggest bag in terms of a dollar value. And you can see here, Kaspa is doing pretty well, up 17 cents. So Kaspa is Kaspa, guys, is now a huge cryptocurrency, well inside the top 100. And I think Kaspa does well. Of course, if you hold Kaspa, congratulations, KRC20s will be kicking off, and I will see probably the price going towards that 30-cent mark at some time. But it has been in this channel for a very long time. So in the next leg of the phase, Kaspa is just telling you I'm winding up to go to the moon. Corporate World is very much under 10 cents, and a lot of people were upset with Corporate World because of the fact that it just never moved, really. Even in this recent pump, has done nothing. Price, we picked up on that absolute bottom, and right now it's just struggling very, very much. So Corporate World is a good one to buy. You shouldn't be picky about Corporate World. If you pick it up now, I believe it's actually incredibly undervalued. It's under 10 cents. under 9 cents even. So this is another one that was very, very good in terms of the risk to reward ratio. And then of course you got a little one here, ZF. Again, I'm looking at these micro ones because a lot of people have been asking me about them. But yeah, it is showing life. You can see here that it's slightly coming back to where, you know, a bit of volume took it up, but nothing too crazy over there. Octospace goes back, never dropped it below $1.50. Extremely oversold here. If you see over here, it is on the RSI completely way oversold. Okay, so for that reason, I think Octospace is just kind of hot right now. Maybe you should wait for any pullbacks and think about buying some Octa. All right. Creo has done tremendously well. I mean, this move here was superb. Creo engine was just nuts from there to there. Do I think it's still undervalued? I think Creo engine, once everything settles, this one shoots back up to over 10 cents. So big things for this project. I think the accumulation would be on any drawbacks from here. You know, we've got in at the it had a FUD from some French group and it was dumped heavily. I think it was, when was it? Yeah, it was on this wick over here. I think it was this bottom here. So yeah, congratulations to my group for those of you who picked that up. But it's a very good project and I think you should take advantage of any dips. When is a good time to buy Tectum? It is excellent time to buy Tectum right now. And for me, it is also even a better time to buy Tectum when you consider the fact that it is under $10. Now, Tectum would be, for me, one of those projects that will print in this cycle, and I would be interested in buying some more. But where it is right now is still very good. If it comes back down, if you were buying, accumulation was here heavily, between $5 and $6, $7. But guys, you'll get one last chance. So, you know, right now it's just $9 and you could potentially pick up some more. Ondo, undervalued. It was fantastic to buy Ondo at the 52, 53 cent level if you hold Ondo. And Alephium has been doing tremendously well. Of course, we've got a 50% retracement marked over here. There was that resistance at 160 and it just smashed through that. Went into new... I'll probably flip that into support. So right now it's looking very strong to ensure that it stays above the previous resistance. So any drawbacks over there, you should be all over it like a rash. Of course, there's other cryptocurrencies like Marvia that I'll talk about over here, which is completely undervalued overall. And why should we remain bullish? I mean, we remain bullish because we've got, you know, first of all, this thing I'm showing you, this is probably 1.35. This is good. We're looking good for September, guys. And again, you know, I'll always remind you, we are nowhere near in this. So if you compare this dashboard, let's say to the just pre-halving year, look at this. So look how cool it was over here back in 2019. We go into the you know, the height of the bull market, and it is fully throttling. So I would say to you right now, what you need to do, I mean, look over here, November 2024, social metrics were off the chain, price was off the chain, everything was just ridiculous. But relax, we're nowhere near there yet, guys. We still have plenty of movements in the market. Why should we be bullish beyond what's happening right now in terms of reading this macro stuff? Well, apparently Binance Launchpad will be involved in the kind of the launch of Sonium, and that is very bullish. Of course, another reason why we should be bullish is this incredible cup and handle for Bitcoin, and whether we are bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. This is a huge opportunity. If we come down and then we shoot up, great. If we come down and we shoot up, great. It doesn't really matter, guys. All that matters is we are here to see what that next extension is going to be. And in my opinion, I think the first targets would be overall that $100,000 level. Okay, so this is a huge opportunity for us, and that is another bullish thing why we should remain positive. Some good news: the Brits have finally decided to wake up and smell the coffee. My lovely country here announcing that they've got a bill through the parliament for digital assets, especially when it comes to property. And of course, Britain has always been leader in financial law, and you can see over here the bill called the Digital Assets Bill that was introduced to Parliament will mean for the first time in British history digital holdings, including cryptocurrency, NFTs, and digital art and carbon credits will be considered as personal property. Hurrah! It's by the time we move into the 21st century. Well done, Britain. I wish you could take note of the UAE, which is clearly developing to be a massive leader in the cryptocurrency space. His Highness, His Excellency, everybody's behind making Dubai the most crypto-friendly nation. It's basically a place for innovation, and take my hats off. And I think many Western countries can learn one or two tricks about how to advance economies with the latest technology. And Dubai is leaps and bounds. The UAE is leaps and bounds ahead of the West right now and winning this race. And of course, in that good news, there's also something in the background that I need you to keep in mind for the rest of your bull market run, and that is consumer research advocacy groups are reporting or accusing Tether, which is the issue of the USDT stablecoin, of being opaque and not conducting a full audit. When did we hear that before? FTX, yes. So the organization accuses Tether of repeatedly promising to audit its reserves thoroughly. Despite promises, the project has never provided full report from a respectable auditing firm. They also saw similarities between the situation with Alameda Research, FTX, and the lack of transparency. And of course, they go on to and accuse Tether of creating money laundering. And this is really worrying long term. This is the Tether was launched in I remember 2017 anyway, when they had that issue with the with regulators as well. And now they're saying for countries such as, of course, because it's a dollar linked, dollar backed stable coin. Countries such as Venezuela and Russia are using this as a loophole to circumvent sanctions, not navigations. Jack Wolfskin. Anyway, this is kind of worrying, because if this happens, what will happen eventually is a monumental bear market course. But Tether crashing will not be an FTX, and it will not be Luna or Mt. Gox, and it will be nothing that you've ever seen in your life. This will take all of us to the cleaners, and I don't think anybody survives that. So could this be something that they are waiting to do in the next bear market? So not only you lose your bull market profits, but crypto in general takes out all of the massive retail investors, because they don't want us to be rich. And if that's the case, does it make a valid point in kind of maybe going USDC, Circle, Coinbase as a stable coin? It remains to be seen, but it is something that you need to think about, and something that you need to have in the back of your mind, because really, I genuinely believe the Tether thing has been there since 2017, and something's just going to give. But for now, there's nothing to worry about. And finally, Sell Your House, Buy Crypto is going over the 10K. Sell your crypto, buy a house is nowhere near to be seen. So we are at the bottom, guys. I would say historically, we've only been here in the bear market. You can see here, leading up to a bull market. So if Bitcoin crosses that red line, and that is the indicator, which it had twice, double top, and this is where the bearish sentiment was coming from. But this is when to sell your altcoins and buy a house. We're nowhere near that yet. Altcoins are all the way down here, and I will leave you with that positive mindset of knowing you still have many green candles left. I wish you good health, happiness, and a fantastic weekend, guys. Let me know what you think of the video. Smash a like, and if you learn anything, please put that into the comments. My brothers and sisters, I'm out. Take care.